Hello. This is Sterling Series. This is your newest channel on YouTube, and we are Sterling Series. We are on this channel to give you a sterling understanding in mathematics, programming, or software, if you like, and some tips in information technology. So we'll start today with mathematics. I'd like to do rounding off of numbers to the nearest whole number. Realize it's an easy area, but quite tricky. So we'll help you to understand it better. So let's start. Rounding of numbers to the nearest whole number. So we want to know how to round off numbers to the nearest 10,000, 1,000, 100, or maybe a whole number. So suppose you want to round off 3,698 to the nearest 1,000, or want to round off 352 to the nearest 100. How do you go about it? To do this, we would have to be conversant with the place value of numbers. You need to know what place value of numbers are before you can do this. So you have 5,678. So the place values, you start with 1,000, 100, 10, and 1. Just label them, starting from ones, 10, 100, and 1,000. Just starting from your right. And if you're able to do this, then you can be able to do, or you can be able to round off numbers to the nearest 1,000 or to the nearest 100. So you can pause this video and then try your hands on this. 2,452, 4,138. See how you can go about it, and then let's see. So the answers to this are just that. So you know what the value of 2 is 1,000, the place value of 4 is 100. So for the 100 is there has a place value of 4. So with this you'll be able to solve the problem of rounding of numbers to the nearest 1,000 to the nearest 100. So rounding of numbers has two rules. I'll suggest that you write these rules somewhere and then use them. As you use them, you become conversant with them, and then you can throw them away. So for the meantime, if it's very tricky doing these things, write down the rules somewhere. So the rule number 1 says that while rounding off numbers to the nearest 1,000, for example, check the right digit to the right to the 1,000 place, and if you check it, if it is less than 5, that is if it's either 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, then all the numbers next to the 1,000 position are replaced with zeros. We'll try to use these rules in our next slide. So the rule number 2 says that while rounding off numbers to the nearest 1,000, check the digit right to the 1,000 place. If it's greater than 5, or if it's greater than or equal to 5, then you say, if it's either 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, then add 1 to the 1,000 place value and replace the numbers next to the 1,000 position with zeros. So we'll write down the rules somewhere and then we'll try to use them. So let's go. So let's see how we can round off 4,321. 4,321. So like I said, get the place values right. So we have 4,321. So we have the place value of 4,321 just at the top. So let's see. The rule says that what? So you just want to use the rule number 1. It says while rounding off the numbers to the nearest 1,000, check the digit to the right. To the 1,000 place. If it is less than 5, if it's either 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, then all the numbers next to the 1,000 position are replaced with zeros. So the value right of the 1,000 position is 3. So when you look at the labeling that you did, so the right to the 1,000 position is what? 3. And you ask yourself, is 3 less than 5? Yes. So all the numbers next to the 1,000 place are replaced with zeros, just as the rule tells us, the rule on the left tells us. So we have the value to the right of the 1,000 place is 3 and is less than 5. So we write our 4, and it says that replace all the numbers with 0. So we have 4 and all the numbers there. The 3 is replaced with 0, the 2 is replaced with 0, and then the 1 is also replaced with 0. So we have 4,000 as an answer. Let's look at the next one and then see. So we have rounding off numbers to the nearest whole number. So we want to round off 7438. So let's try to put our place values on top of them. We have the 1,000, 100, 10, and ones. So the rule says that if it is the value to the right of the 1,000 position is less than 5, so the value to the right of the 1,000 position is what? Is 4. Well done. 4 is the answer. So the value right of the 1,000 position is 4, and it's 4 less than 5. Yes. So all the numbers next to the 1,000 place are replaced with zeros. So we have our 7. The number less is 4, which is less than 5. So we replace all the numbers. The 4 with 0, the 3 with 0, and then the 8 with 0. So we have 7,000 as our answer. So we'd like to pause here. We'll continue with our next video, and then we'll try to solve another question that is using the rule number 2. So for the meantime, I'll encourage you to click on the subscribe button so that you'll be notified of our next video, and then you can also like our video if you like what you heard and what you saw too. Thank you very much.